We can do either one of these two entries, not both. On year 2, we're going to come in and we will debit retained earning, I'm sorry, we're going to debit inventory. And for the credit cost of goods sold, and we will reverse the deferral of profit in inventory. Now, on the second year, Oregon sells to Smashing. They sell $120,000. It has a cost of $75,000. If we look at the sales, we have $120,000. We have cost of goods sold of $75,000. That leaves us $45,000 of profit. And if we look at the percentages, this is 100%, this one is 62.5%, and this is 37.5%. It just so happens the way this works out is the percentages are the same in each year. But if you have a change in the percentage of the profit percentage, you can develop this, because what we're going to use off of here is this profit percentage to go over and look and see what the situation is. Now, Smashing gets that, and they sell 72,000. So they sell 70, the equivalent of 72,000. They have inventory on hand of 48,000. That inventory has a profit of 37.5%, which is $18,000. So we took the 48,000, multiplied it times the 37.5%. That gives us $18,000. So now when we make our elimination entry for year 2, we're going to debit sale for $120,000 because we have intercompany sales of $120,000 we've got to get rid of. It's an overstatement of sales. We're going to have a credit inventory for $18,000 and a credit to cost of goods sold of $102,000. Piece of cake, right? So you're sitting there saying, gee, I aced this on the first exam. I hope we get it on the second. Or you can say, this is so simple. Why did I not ace this on the first exam? Some of you are looking like you'd like to talk some more about this.
Which problem was this that you worked 15.7?
This is 17 out of chapter 5. I think. Maybe not. Maybe this is some.
It's 17. There's 2 upstream and downstream, so I'm just trying to.
But I'm not dealing with the upstream and downstream issues here. We're dealing with basically just eliminating the profit in inventory and eliminating the sales. just set this up at sales, cost of goods sold, 75%. You divide 75% by 120,000 is 62.5.
How did you get the 75,000?
This was given in the problem. Any questions? Yes.
What did you do at that point where you had the 48 and the 18? You took the percentages?
I took the 37.5%, multiplied that times the 48,000, and that's the amount of profit that's in this. Because if you look at it, the 48,000 plus the 72 equals the 120,000 that they sold. Anybody want to talk through this again? Are you nope, we're not comfortable yet.
I'm still not understanding how you got the percentage for some reason.
Okay, what I did, this is just like the percentages you
I
did.
understand how you got the percentages on this side, but how did you get the cost of goods? So say for instance, at the top, you have 62,500.
This was given.
Well, I'm seeing it on the leaves. Do you guys see? Cause I don't see that in here. You got 517, page 264, page 239.
Okay, if you look over there, all right, let's get. All right, what they give us is the sales, and they give us the markup. And Oregon sells inventory using a 60% markup on cost. So what we have is sales in year one is 100,000. Sales in year two is 120,000. All right, they do 60% markup on cost, so cost plus 60% of cost equals sales price. So that's 1.6 times cost equals sales price. We know what sales are, so sales are 100,000. And we take cost, divide sales by 1.6, and it comes out to 62,500.
Okay, I got it, but I remember that little formula now.
And All we do over here, since the markup is the same from year to year, is the 120 divided by 1.6, and we get, okay? Thanks for bringing your book. You know, I'm really tired today, and I didn't think I'd make it back up to the third floor and carry the books. But I needed it. Any questions? Okay? Moving right along. All right, we're going to look at what is question 7.8, which came out of some different material. In this particular case, Frazier owns Minnow. I think they own 60% of Minnow. On 1/1 of 12, Frazier buys a truck. For $300,000. They had the truck for 12, 13, 14, 15. And on 12/31 of 15, they sell the truck to Minnow for $210,000. The truck has a 10-year life. So, what our deal is, looking at what they did, we have the truck. When they acquired it, they put it on the books for $300,000. We have accumulated depreciation. We have it for 12, 13, 14, and 15 because this is sold at the end of 15. It's written off over 10 years, so $300,000 divided by 10 years is $30,000 a year. So we have $30,000 in 12, $30,000 in 13, $30,000 in 14, $30,000 in 15. Total is $120,000 of accumulated depreciation at the point in time that we sell the truck. Now, what's going to happen when we sell the truck, they're gonna give us cash of $210,000. So we look at it, we have a proceeds of $210,000. We have book value, which is the truck, of $300,000 minus accumulated depreciation of $120,000. Gives us $180,000 of book value. We subtract the book value from the proceeds, and we have $30,000 of gain. So our entry is we're gonna debit cash for $210,000. We'll credit the truck for $300,000. We'll credit accumulated depreciation for $120,000, and we will credit the gain on sale for $30,000. This is what it looks like on Fraser's books. They send the truck to Minnow. Minnow makes an entry. They come in, they put in the truck at $210,000. All right, we have to analyze the situation. We have some things to deal with. One is this truck has to stay at the same value because this is what we acquired it from an outside source for. So we need to adjust the value of the truck. We need to take the accumulated depreciation and put it back on the books because we want the book value to stay the same and we want the gain on sale to go away. So what we have is truck. Our value is on the books $210,000. It should be $300,000. We need to make a $90,000 adjustment. We need to debit the value of the truck to get it back up to $300,000. We have accumulated depreciation on the books of $0. It should be $120,000. So we need to credit accumulated depreciation for $120,000. The third thing we have is the gain on sale. We have $30,000 on the books. There shouldn't be any gain on sale from one business unit, affiliated business unit, to another. So we need to get rid of the gain. To get rid of the gain, we're going to debit the gain. So our eliminating entry would be a debit to the truck for $90,000, a debit to the gain for $30,000, and a credit to the accumulated depreciation for $120,000. And this is our entry for year one. Things move along. In year two, we have on the books of Minnow, we have the truck for $210,000. We have accumulated depreciation, which would be, right now we have 10-year life. We've already taken 4 years. We have 6 years left. 6 divided into 210,000 is how much a year?
Sorry, say that again?
It's 35,000 a year. So we're going to have $35,000 for 2016. And we have depreciation expense of 35,016. Now let's talk about what things should be. We have the truck. It is on the books for 210,000. It should be on the books for 300,000. This is an entry we're going to have to make until the day we get rid of the truck. So we need to debit the truck for 90,000. We have accumulated depreciation. The accumulated depreciation on the books is 35,000. That's on the books of Minnow. What should it be? What it should be is it should be the 120,000 that we had over here, plus an additional 30,000 for year 16. So it should be $150,000. So that would be $115,000 that we need to credit accumulated depreciation. Next thing we have on the books is we have depreciation expense. Depreciation expense is $35,000. How much should depreciation expense be?
5,000.
Should be 30,000, right? 30,000. So our depreciation expense is overstated, so we need to credit depreciation expense for $5,000. We also have 30,000 that has moved from the gain, and we're going to go back and we're going to take that against our investment account. So we have a debit to the truck for 90,000. We have a credit to accumulated depreciation for 115,000. We have a credit to depreciation expense for 5,000, and we have a debit to investment for 30,000. So this would be our entry for year 2. So when we have an asset that is that's changing hands, what you have to be able to do is, one, look at what is the situation on the books and what should it be. The truck value should never drop below 300,000 until it's disposed of to an outside source. The accumulated depreciation needs to continue to be computed on the basis that was computed over here, which is 10 years of 300,000 or 30,000 a year. We do that in both years, and the accumulated depreciation will go up each year. And any questions? We look over, in both these cases, we have the gain on sale, and we've got to eliminate. We okay on that? All right. Let's kind of draw a picture of this. I'm going to work through a couple of these. I think we worked through two of them. is Prime owns 60% of Able. And we look at, one of 2001, Able issues $600,000 of bonds for 103. So that means that they got 103% of 600,000, or $618,000 for the bonds. Time passes. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. On 12/31 of '05, Prime purchases 2/3 of the debt for $397,000. So we look at what's happened. In 2001, they got the 618,000. So we've gone through 1, and then this would be 2, 3, 4, and 5. So we've gotten to this point right here with $600,000. But